people are running in circles, chasing the wrong goals, thinking that success equals to speed. But the truth is, success isn't about moving faster, it's about seeing clearer, acting smarter, leveraging what you have. And in this video, we're going to be talking about that. How to actually get ahead of 99% of people. Because in 2 or 3 months, you won't be the same person. Like, I know most of y'all can't even finish this whole video, and that's okay. And first is to observe the masses. Step 1, observe the people. Whether you are out in the streets, at work, at school, at a job, at the grocery store. Basically, just observe people. Not judging them, but view their life and understand, is what they're doing actually what you would like to do? Are their actions leading to the future that you want? Because in reality, it's not good. Like, it's not good. Then once you get there, you get pissed of it, because think about your life. Do you want your life to be that way? Like me thinking about it, even now I'm getting pissed. And not pissed as in getting angry. It's okay to be pissed. But then if you're pissed on pushing yourself, like this isn't what I want to happen for my life. Okay? And that's it. So I'll be taking you all throughout my day today. This is the first time I'm doing this. Let's go! So yay, while we're still here, the second one is the importance of creating an anti-vision. The basis of this is that you already know what you don't want through direct experience. But then now, the whole point of this is getting things out. Like, you should be uncomfortable when you're writing this down, because that's how it is. These are meaningless things that you don't want to happen in your life. Then you switch it up. Then you do the exact opposite of it, which is execution. I call it the plan of execution, because this is the A, anti-vision, then E, plan of execution. Then we go into reverse engineering that whole plan. You know, that you have meaningless goals, then you have meaningful goals, which is the E. Now we're going into R, reverse engineer everything from that. And when you understand that, that's when you can fully know, okay, these are my values, this is what the type of person that I want to be lives like. Then you start living like that. Step number 3, disappear. In this whole season, this is the season where you actually be focused on working on yourself, building, iterating, and learning. And when I say disappear, I don't mean like go live out in the woods, isolate yourself from everyone. No, I'm just saying isolate yourself from all the bad habits, all the bad apps, all the bad people that are holding you back. Instead of you, while you're trying to work, most people get angry. Bro, hey, we said we're gonna hang out. What's happening now? Why? You think you're better than us? You know those types of people, like I hate those types of people. When you know that you actually serious on locking in, and then they come with their own shenanigans and they pull you off rail because they don't have a mind of their own to focus on themselves. Sometimes it feels like you're different. You know, when you're in that state where you observe everyone and you feel like this isn't where I'm supposed to be, this isn't where I fit in. And when you look around you and you see like this isn't the lifestyle that you want to be, that's the first sign that you have to change. And I did talk about it earlier, but now I'm very serious about it. That's the first sign that you have to change. If you have that feeling, that's the first sign that you have to change. Because if you let it, that's when everything will fall down. Okay, and then, so as I was saying, in the seasons, this will be seasons of intense learning, intense execution, and intense building. Because another thing, we don't see things as they are, we see things as we are. So society is a mere reflection of what actually is being projected in the world. Because although there are roughly 8 billion people in the world, if me passing by the street and I'm passing another person, my perception of the world and his or her perception of the world is different. Because since from birth, you were being spoon fed with ideas, beliefs, routines. This is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do, based on the collective. And when I mean collective, I mean society, parents, neighbors, neighborhood, the community, whatever you want to call it. The collective has been shaping your perception of the world, your ideas and values since you were born. And although some other people might call this the matrix, but in some sort of a way, that's how it is. And if you live according to those society's rules, you're basically living another person's matrix. In this way, when I mean matrix, I mean someone's perception, someone else's world. This is what they actually crafted the world to be. But then if you take another path, that's when you actually craft your own matrix. Because this isn't about disappearing off grid. No, this is about cleaning your own perception, assigning goals for yourself. Because if you don't assign goals for yourself, society will assign goals for you. Because reality is flexible and perception is power. Now I'll talk about competition. Because this is something that a lot of people, I know they're afraid of. Like, there are so many other people in the world, 99% of people. Like, how do you think we're going to succeed if 99% of people haven't succeeded? That's also a good thing and that's also a bad thing. A good thing is 99% of people will never do the work. They'll never do the work. That's why you get ahead of them. By just having this season of intensity and working your ass off. But then the bad thing is you become paranoid. I have seen some of my friends go through the state and they lose themselves. In the world that they become workaholic, they have medical health issues when it comes into this. They isolate themselves from everyone. Because understanding this whole thing, guys, I don't know if I'm making myself clear in this one. Competition is an illusion. It shocked me when I actually found this out. Competition is an illusion. The only competition that you have is the person that you're looking in the mirror. You have to become 1% better every day. That's your main goal. Don't focus on everybody else. Don't focus on nothing else. That's your only focus, yourself. What did I do yesterday? Okay, today I'm going to do better. In this way, instead of you being locked into this whole mundane thing, monotonous routine of, okay, today I'm going to work. I feel bored. Do I really have to do it? But then if you gamify what you're doing, because life is a game. Maybe I should do a video about that next time. Let me know in the comments. Life is a game. If you gamify your life, you make it enjoyable. Just like in a game. The first time you start a game, there's a tutorial. Then there are lessons. Okay, like PUBG. I used to play PUBG a lot. You come there, you get a loot, you go out, you kill people, you become number one. But along the way, the first time you're learning it, obviously there's actually going to be tutorials. Then going on, that's when you learn how to shoot, you learn basic fundamentals, and you win by doing the same thing, killing people, which I don't recommend that you do. It's just a metaphorical state of a game. But you do the thing. Same time, you see, you kill, you loot, kill, loot, kill, you loot, kill, you loot. That's basically how it is. So if you gamify everything, okay, today I did this hours of work, okay, today I moved this level, because if you do this, this will give you a sense of perception. But then if you're a workaholic working 12 hours, 13 hours, that's when you actually burn out. Because in this whole season, you should allow creativity to be the main lever that you pull. Creativity is what will actually give you clarity on what you actually have to work on. Because if you have a goal and you set a deadline on it, that's when you can creatively understand, okay, this is how I work, this is what I actually want to do. Because I'm going over the place now. Because in the previously, I think it was episode 2, my lazy $1 million plan, how I'm actually going to make $1 million in 12 in 3 years, which in it I suggested working 6 hours every day, because if you work in those 6 hours, the only thing that you focused on in work is work, work, and work. And after that, that's when you can focus on other things. But then, in this period of 6 hours, you can time block. Yeah, watch the video. After this, you can watch that video so you can fully understand how to actually do this. Okay. And the thing that hurts me the most is competition drives us, but then it doesn't control you, because once you understand that you can control yourself, once you master yourself, that's when you can actually be in this whole period of intensity. You can actually understand yourself, because this is about learning about yourself. This isn't supposed to motivate you in some way, although it may get you started, but it's supposed to mature you, because you're focusing on the journey, the daily work, the boring fundamentals. Because most successful people, they all do the same things every day, but they have learned to fall in love with working. Like me, would you say, oh, that guy Mega, he says he's working 12 hours every day. Oh, he's working 10,000 steps every day, 15,000 steps every day, which is basically your identity and the whole other things. Because once you get your own routine and you stick to it, and you know this will actually get you there, and you see results with that routine, then you already have a winning plan. That's how you actually get ahead of people. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. And there's a quote from Carl Jung. Being an individual today is one of the most hardest things to do. Social media is telling you what to like, what to post, how to like it, trends, clothes, fashion. And every time this happens, you're losing yourself, yet you think you're finding yourself. One day you will wake up and realize that you look like everyone else. You'll be cloned in a sea of clones that didn't take action with their lives, and they're just regretting what they should have done, but they didn't do what they should have done, in a sense. So understanding this whole thing, to become the ultimate individual, you first have to master the basics. The basics, which is observing the masses, having an anti-vision, and a vision to set course direction into what you actually want to do. Then 2, mastering yourself, having your own sense of perception, assigning goals for yourself, then working, learning, building, not just learning, because if you're the type of person that always learns, you will have 2 years of learning and you have nothing to show for it. It's the same thing like school. You spend 12 years plus 4 years, 5 years learning theory, not doing anything. After that, you only get a participation certificate, like you went through this whole thing for 12 years. Here's what you have. You understand? Like, that's the worst feeling of it. And I'm not saying school is bad. School is good at sometimes, but majority, if you want to do entrepreneurship, school is bad for you. But either way, I'm not the type of person to judge. Okay. Then number 3, that's how you actually become the whole type of individual, the ultimate individual. If you need more context on this, I'll leave a link down below for the letter, for the written version of this video, so that you can dive more deep, because I'm just perusing over everything. And so once you understand that, that's how you get ahead of 99% of people. Because if you do this, in 2 or 3 months, you won't be the same person. Yet, some other people will look at this video for some cheap dopamine, looking at it just to feel like they're being productive, or they're actually working towards something. But that's not how it actually works. You have to put in the work. Because if you didn't hear anything so far this video, rewatch it again. This time, take action. Have a pen and a book. Like, I'm literally writing these things down as I'm talking with you, because I'm learning something new while I'm talking. That's how it is. Learning, then these are going to be iterated. These are going to be pursued. These are actually going to be learned. That's the whole point of this, because once you learn and execute, you don't get stuck in tutorial hell. It's the same as trying to, I'm starting over again. It's the same as trying to become a musician, trying to learn how to play the guitar. First, you take the guitar, you play with it, you test it. Then, once that it comes, this is where I'm stuck, that's when you can actually learn. Instead of reading the whole lesson of, this is how a guitar is. Moral of the story is, don't just learn and do. Whatever you're learning, do it so that you can get feedback loop. That's like one of the most important things. Get instant feedback loops so that you know this is what you're actually doing. Okay, and that's it guys. That's how you get ahead of 99% of people. Let me know what you liked about the video in the comments, and I'll see you next week. Bye my friend.